Welcome back to the John and Linetia show.
John.
Linetia, do you shop at Walmart?
I do, John.
You do.
I do.
You know Walmart's evil.
Well, everybody keeps saying that.
You know, Walmart doesn't pay their employees a living wage.
We know that.
You know that in order to get into cities, that Walmart requires big old tax breaks.
Yep. I know.
I think Walmart can shove it. I mean, that's just me.
You don't shop at Walmart at all?
No. I mean, I feel like Walmart is as dirty a place as Kmart was.
Oh.
I mean, Kmart, you can go to a remodeled Kmart and it looks like a Target. It's nice. Remember for a long
Sears
time,
took over.
Kmart's were like ghetto. I feel like Walmart. Yeah. I feel like I go in there and the floor's dirty and there's like clothes all over the place and the shelves are all messed. Yeah. And I mean, granted, you go in there and you get cheap ass stuff.
Yeah, Walmart's around my house really don't look like that, but it might be because I'm in the suburbs.
Maybe.
It doesn't look like that, but I don't really look at the floor anyway.
But I mean,
sometimes there's stuff.
The thing is, they are so, like, for instance, they'll completely resist. They want to resist any kind of unionizing, and they've already threatened any places that will pass any kind of like a living wage type ordinance that they're going to just close the stores. They won't do that, and it's it's bizarre because you've got these companies that the owners make so much hand over fist money, and it's like, really, you couldn't just pay your workers a little more so that they can even buy more stuff at your stores?
There's no law saying that they have to. That's
no, there isn't. But it's it's sort of like a do the right thing. What would Jesus do type thing?
It's more like work at your own risk type thing.
If Jesus, like for instance, we know that Jesus was a partner in Lord and Taylor. Right?
Bump.
So anyway, so a couple weeks ago, it came out that that the Walton family that owns Walmart, that they're worth more than $100 billion.
$1 billion.
Okay. And they exploit a lot of legal loopholes, so they don't pay a whole lot of taxes on them. They're probably part of that. Was that 49% that hardly pay any taxes that we kept hearing about during the election? But they spend a lot of time basically tax dodging while they're just making an obscene amount of money. It gets to a question of like, how much money is enough? How much is too much? I mean, really, what are you doing? And that's the thing is, the story basically also points out they're not doing anything with this money. They're just saving the money. You don't have somebody like Berkshire Hathaway, where you've got Warren Buffett, who sinks his money into foundations, into help for needy people. Bill Gates is looking to basically liquidate most of his fortune through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. These are great things. The Waltons, no, they just want to continue to amass all of this money. Meantime, a lot of their workers, they can barely, pay for anything.
I'm so torn because it's like, I feel like Walmart is that work at your own risk type situation. I need to work here because I need to make some extra money, but it would be a good idea for you to look for something else while you're there. I think it's great for like people who are in college or
that's not the case anymore. Most people now, as they say, most people who are working, whether it be fast food or retail like that, we're talking about people in their 30s.
I understand
we're talking
that.
about, and you talk about get something better. If there was something better out there, don't you think that they would get it?
But I think there is. I think some people become complacent. I think a lot of people
I think
are
you've
just
got a low end,
happy at Walmart.
These low end jobs that, let's face it. Right now, with the cost of living, whatever the salary is now, it is technically less than it was, 20, 30 years ago. And if you're going to open up all of these Walmarts, you're not going to stock them with people working part-time and going to school. Okay, you're going to stock them with full-time workers. And, years ago, when our parents were growing up, there were general stores, there were independent stores, and they paid their employees a regular wage.
Yeah. I say you just have to learn how to reinvent yourself. Try to figure out what you want to do with your life and change your thinking and your attitude about things and really get out there and find something else.
I think these scummy Waltons should also maybe raise the salary to these, these essential slaves. I mean, it's bad enough that they're getting all their goods made in China by 8-year-olds. Okay? So that's, one of the ways that they can keep the cost down. Then the other way is that they're hardly going to pay a living wage to their workers and not offer them any kind of health care.
I have a friend that used to work at Walmart, and she was just like, I can't stand it here.
Yeah.
It wasn't a thing whereas about the pay. She just wanted a little bit of extra money because she had another job, but she just wanted to make some extra money. She said it was just all the work that had to go into. You sit up here and stock the shelf, and it's like, oh, great, it's time for me to get off. And they're like, oh, no, you got to go over here and stack these other 6 shelves.
Right, exactly.
Little
slave
and she's
drivers,
like, no. And she eventually quit, basically, But it was just, every job has its crap.
Well, some have more crap than others. And ultimately, that's the other thing, too. It's like, well, I need to make some kind of money. Right. There's nothing better that I can do, so I've just got to do this.
There's always something better.
I don't think there's always something better. Not in this economy. You've got so many companies that lay off. I mean, lay off people, and as cost-cutting measures. I think what you've got, we're in an age right now where there are more employees. There's more workforce than there are jobs for them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably have to do a study on that.
No, I don't think we have any study. I think ultimately the thing we need to do is if to stop shopping at Walmart. If you're going to go to Walmart, shoplift as much as you can.
Shoplift. You want me to go to jail? Because I'm buying $1 toothbrush?
No, you got to be smart about. Well, yeah, the toothbrushes you can always jam that up the butt, and walk out with a toothbrush there.
Only when you're wearing a skirt, though, right? Because not when you're wearing pants.
Well, either way, you got to take it out of the package, and it's just.
What about mouthwash? How you gonna smuggle that?
Same thing, up the butt.
Up the butt.
Everything goes up the butt.
You have a real big hole back there.
Well.
You want to talk to me about something, John? Okay.
I'll show you later.
But really.
Moral of the story, don't shop at Walmart. They're evil. And the best thing that we could say about the Walton family is eventually they'll die.
I think that people need to start opening up their own stores, if possible, and have your own business.
There you go. Thanks for listening to the John and Linetia Show.